My name is Taylor Hartnett, and today I'm going to be exploring child development. In this video, I will be going over 4 areas of development: a study regarding social and cognitive development, the distinction between the environmental factors and mechanisms, and child development in developing countries. Within our adolescent years, we become more competent at several cognitive activities such as learning, problem solving, and communicating, among others. Is the gaining of skills in all aspects. Child development is split into 4 areas, which are physical, social and emotional, intellectual, and communication and speech. Physical development refers to the body's gross motor development, which is the use of large muscles, and fine motor development, which refers to the precise use of muscles. Social and emotional development pertains to the child's identity and self-image, so how they see themselves, as well as the learning ability to live within society. Intellectual development is learning the skills of understanding such as memory and concentration. Communication and speech development are learning to communicate with family, friends, and others. Next, we will be talking about a social and cognitive study about lying. So personally, I believe children are not taught to lie, but it comes as a natural instinct in order to avoid consequences. In the study, children were told to not peek or play with said toy when left alone. Some decided to follow directions, and due to curiosity, others decided to peek. Most children that peek later lied about peeking. As children began to tell lies from as young as preschool, their abilities strengthened into middle childhood. Children figure out how to produce not only a false statement, but also provide consistency in order to not create suspicion. As stated in the article over the distinction between environmental factors and mechanisms, the factors and mechanisms are essential to the study of child development because they help development unfold. The child's development is marked by accomplishments often referred to as milestones. So, like a child learning how to ride a bike, or the first time they learn to write or talk. So these milestones are behaviors or skills that children demonstrate at a certain point in time. A factor would include environmental or individual characters that influence change. Alone, it is not effective enough to cause change. A mechanism is a cognitive or biological process that causes change. So in the end, these two work together in order for the child to achieve each milestone. You can't just have factors and you can't just have mechanisms. You need the factor in order to make the mechanism work. They just both need each other. So moving on to developing countries. Developing countries have identified 3 aspects of parenting that are related in young children's cognitive and social emotional competence, which is cognitive stimulation, caregiver sensitivity, and responsiveness to the child and caregiver effect. So these factors are very sensitive to poverty, cultural values, and practices. Overall, it is important to understand child development, especially as a teacher. Teachers can better find ways to keep students engaged with the material and how to help students grow academically and emotionally. Understanding child development can also enable teachers to find ways to effectively help improve a student's learning ability, especially with COVID-19 has put many students in a difficult learning position because most of them are not self-sufficient or motivated and depend on classroom instruction to better succeed. So I know right now everybody's doing online classes, and some people are saying that their grades went from like A's and now they're C's because the online is so stressful to them. And online is very effective, I believe. At least for me, it's very effective, but with some people, it's not as effective and they can't learn that way because they really need to be in a classroom setting and able to grasp the information. So I think it's important for us educators to learn how to help those students that have to do online, especially with COVID-19. Like maybe make their lectures, their home lectures more innovative and exciting or interesting or something to catch their attention.